Beam me up, Scotty. Scotty. So I grew up watching lots of sci-fi shows and movies. Star Trek was just one of those shows and movies. There's been plenty of others, but Star Trek is the one that usually sticks out in my mind most often because they always painted the future as this great, fantastic, scientific place where anything can happen. You have computers and machines that will answer your questions. You can give them commands. You can have video calls up on a giant screen or even smaller screens. You can ask information on a little tablet. Man, wouldn't that be a great future? Oh, wait, we are in the future because we can do that now. We do have machines that will answer our questions. The other day, I was at lunch with Luisa Montalvo, and she asked me a question that I didn't know the answer of. And then I remembered, oh, I have a supercomputer in my pocket. It's called my Android phone, or for those of you more sophisticated, an iPhone. But mine's an Android. I can ask it questions, and in seconds, I have the answer. I can look up who was the 31st president of the United States, and know like that. I can even make video calls on it. And there's also different parts of the future that I always like, where you can have something made instantly. But we kind of had that early on with microwave ovens, where you can just heat up a meal in seconds or minutes. But there was this other device called the replicator, where someone could just have any object, an artifact, a guitar, anything, just created in an instant. Now, wouldn't it be fantastic if you can have an artifact from a culture that's no longer here, just created instantly? Well, we do have that. It's called a 3D printer. And I have here an Aztec death whistle that was 3D printed at my local library. I went up to the librarian, who is a friend of mine, and I said, I've been seeing people with these Aztec death whistles on TikTok. Wouldn't it be great if we could have that 3D printed? He looked it up and found the file. He said, I can 3D print it. It'll only be 2 hours. This was 2 hours to make. It's plastic. But if I blow in it, it does have that death whistle scream. And what an Aztec death whistle is, the Aztecs used to use this for their rituals and also to go into battle. So they would blow in it and scare their enemies, their opponents, because they would just hear these screams. And some say that it would even ward off evil spirits. I'm not sure about that, but it is a pretty fun device. The only reason I don't blow in it, I don't want to scare everyone here. But yeah, the future sounds fantastic. You can have something made in an instant. You can find out information in an instant. Machines can do just about anything. But is that a good thing? Because we also have generative AI, which some people praise and some people curse. I'm an artist. I love to create things. I love to make things. But now, if someone wants to buy a piece of art, or they want something for a flyer, which has been my side gig, making flyers for people, they can just ask ChatGPT, and they can design the flyer, they can design the art in seconds. Now, I'm not too happy about that, but I do understand it as a tool. When you use it correctly, it does come in handy. I've used it to proofread my speeches or my stories that I've written. I would ask, does this sound good? is this word spelled correctly? And it'll make the alterations. But I always have to give it parameters. If you let AI or any technology run loose, it is going to cause havoc. We might have the Terminators in a few years if we don't keep them in check. Or we could go the other way and go into the future where we are ruled by apes and they are our masters and we are the servants, but one future at a time. The future is now. We are living in a time where anything can be achieved. But we don't have excuses. We just need to make the rules for ourselves. What is ethical to you? What is a good use of something like ChatGPT, generative AI, 3D printing? You can make an artifact, or in some cases, you can make a heart valve. Or you can have a new technology assist a doctor in operations. There's so much good that can be done, but we need to have the parameters in check. Don't forget, the future is now. Toastmasters.